tell you what she raised, but I have my second performer ready. Let me get him up. His name is Moo Cow Guy. That's a weird name, right? Moo Cow Guy is a cheerleader, like a cheerleader. He is, not really part of the Avon cancer walks, but he goes to most of them to support those walkers, to talk to them, to really, really brighten their days up. So I hope it will brighten your day. I'm going to invite Moo Cow Guy to come up on Skype. Here we go.
Just tell me when I'm on.
You're on.
Yeah. I'm on. Well, first I want to thank Kristen and Artists for Life for asking me to be here tonight, and also Michelle Gosnell, who I met in Boston a couple of years ago, who told Kristen my story. And Michelle will be here at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. She'll be doing a piece also. Every 3 minutes, somebody in this country is told those words that change their life forever. And those words are, "You have breast cancer." It's amazing that you can just think that just 3 simple words like that, "You have breast cancer," can do something that will change your life. People ask me how I got involved. First of all, I don't have any blood family related to this terrible, dreaded disease. My sister did the first walk a couple of years ago, around 2000 or so, just to give back to the community. Again, she, thank God, none of our family members have a connection to this disease. And her and a couple of co-workers said, "Hey, let's do some walking." And someone said, "Hey, let's do the Avon Walk for Breast Cancer." So my sister and her best friend Jan made up a team, Flower Power Empowered. And Julie went out, did the walk, came back from the walk after the weekend, and was just told us some great stories of all the walkers, crew, volunteers, Avon staff, kids, small kids handing out ice cream, guys on bicycles dressed up with butterfly uniforms, just all types of things. So the following year, I said, I'm going to crew it to support Julie, Jan and her team and all these other great people. And they put me on the crew to set up the stage for the entertainment at night at the Wellness Village, which is where the walkers crew camp at night after they get done walking. They get food, showers, medical attention. And besides staging, I was also overseeing moving porta potties, which is not on my resume. And all kidding aside, it was an amazing experience. Julie and Jan's team took me in. I hung out with them in the Wellness Village. Our crew was just phenomenal of setting up the stage and moving it. Just had a great time. So the following year, Julie and I talked, and Julie said, "Hey, on these walks, you see all these volunteers with these great cheering stations. Let's do our own." I said, "Let's do it." So we started pulling some money together, and I got in touch with a caterer who gave me his van and some big Coleman coolers, and we lined up our cheering station. Now, this team was based out of women from Olney, Kentlands, Maryland. So the team name was going to be, the cheering station was going to be the OK Corral. And as you can see by this little guy over here and my hat, and people will tell you, I love cows. I have a great cow collection. My wife puts up with my cow collection. So I went online and I eBayed a cow costume. And I get this cow costume and I start doing the walk of cheering. We get out there early on in the morning, and just handing out smiles and handing out candy and bottles of water. And one of our team members just started watching as people are stopping, going, "Hey, can I get my picture taken with the cow?" I mean, the cheering station, we had plastic tumbleweeds and just all types of decorations for the OK Corral. And our team member just started watching and stopped counting at 200 people wanting their picture taken. Just the picture, just nothing else, a hug and a smile. And I was like floored that she paid attention to this. So the end of the day came, and it was just miserably hot, a wonderful Washington, D.C. afternoon. And we get close to the wellness village. We're about a mile away, less than a mile. And my sister's like, these people are going to really need something to pick them up. And I said, yeah. She goes, let's go to the grocery store. So we go inside the Safeway grocery store. We go to the frozen food clerk. And like a scene out of Animal House, may I please have 10,000 marbles? I go, I need every single serve fruit pop that you have, frozen fruit pop. And he kind of looks at us, we explain what we're doing. He smiles, and we go ahead and we purchase, and we walk out of there with 400 frozen pops. We put them in the coolers, and we get by the Wellness Village, and we're starting to hand them out. And the walkers came up, and they were just looking at us and said, see those tents? You're near the Wellness Village. Here's a frozen pop. And they were just floored. They were just like, yes, that's exactly what I need. I need a frozen fruit pop. And it's because my sister, doing the walk the years before with people doing things like this, we knew what to do to make the walkers happy. That was the end of the first day. So the next day, we started doing silly cow things. And my line is, good mooning walkers. And just silly hellos, and the walkers are loving it. We're just having a great time. Great to see you again. And we're just having a really, really fun time. And you start to meet a few people here and there. And it brings me to the first person that I met that really changed my life on the walks. Her name was Monica Cooper. Monica was maybe 30 years old, celebrating being a survivor. Her walking partner was a much older woman, about a 20 or 30-year survivor. And Monica comes up to me, and she's just smiling. She goes, do you get it? Do you get why we love you? Why we love this whole thing with your sister and your mom and your dad? And I said, we're just, out here just cheering you on. I'm just a guy in a cow suit. She goes, no. She goes, we get to the top of a hill, and there you are, mooing. And we laugh. And you tell us silly jokes, and we laugh some more, and we keep walking. And we walk, and we talk about the cow guy and the cow family. And we walked 2 or 3 miles, and 2 or 3 miles of the walker passed us, thanks to you. And that really hit home for me. At that point, I think I started to find this passion. Sadly, on that note, Monica came down with the second bout, and we unfortunately lost her 5 years ago this past June. Her husband, Dale, and I, during the time of this, he was doing the walks with Monica. We've become very, very close friends. And he still does the walks, carrying a pair of her sneakers and the last cow, a little stuffed cow like this guy here, that I gave Monica. And they walk with him and doing the Avon walk. Washington, D.C. is also in Charlotte. The following year, a few people joined us, a few other veteran or vet walkers, as we like to call them. And our team got a little bit bigger. And that was 2003, 2004. In 2005, Cassidy, who was the operations manager of the Washington office for Avon, took me to lunch, and she said, had I ever thought about doing another city? I said, not really. And she said, well, we're about to announce we're going to do a walk next year, a new city. We're adding Charlotte. I would like you, Avon would like to know, would you come down and help us? We're trying to get the medical crew, the food crew, the volunteers, and people not only to register, but the support aspect, this crew. And we'd love for you to come down. So I go ahead and I book myself a nice little hotel and go down and do the walk. And it's been great because ever since that year, 2005, the Charlotte numbers have been increasing in the way of people participating. All the walks are great, but Charlotte is the last walk of the season, and it's known as the relaxing walk. It's in the South. It's in Charlotte. It's just beautiful. Anyways, so we did that walk, and just by chance, my sister and I were talking later that year, saying, hey, let's do New York. So just for ha-has, we went off and we did New York. And we're just having a great time just seeing all these people. We check in our hotel. The woman overseeing the hotel was a survivor of 3 years of breast cancer. We just were talking, and just by chance, she said, oh, you're here for the Avon walk? We said, yeah. She goes, I'm a 5-year survivor. It's amazing the people. I've met people like this along the years. The following year, I met a woman named Sandy Jordan who sent me a wonderful email. I can't come to D.C. I need my cow in Chicago. So that year I had a Chicago walk and met more and more great people. In the New York walk, I met my first male survivor, Jerry Goldstein. 2005 was his one-year anniversary. Every year the New York walk weekend happens to be his anniversary of being a survivor. My first male survivor. That same year I also met Mike Bass, a wonderful guy who also did Boston. A bunch of us went down to Charlotte after Monica died. Dale was going to do Charlotte and did it, and we surprised him just as support. Sadly, we lost Mike due to stomach cancer a couple years ago, but he's walking with us. In the 2009 was probably one of the biggest years for me walking and being part of new walks. We added Houston, we added the Rocky Mountains. That year I had 3 cities donated to me. My family were volunteers. We sell some buttons and some other things, and we use that money not only to give to walkers, but to buy the water we give. That year, 3 cities, my hotel and my airfare were paid for by people, friends of mine, or co-workers. And I'm just, to this day, I still am in awe of this. There are a couple of people I want to mention. One woman is a woman named Barbara Jo Kirschbaum. Barbara Jo is a little bit over 60. She lost her husband. He was her biggest cheerleader and a big icon in the Avon family. She's raised over $1.5 million doing breast cancer walks since 1998. She's awesome. She's a dear friend. She's an icon. And when you see her, she doesn't boast. She's just a wonderful person. All types of great people that you meet along the way. The last thing I want to talk about with you all is the year I got asked to do Boston. I was at lunch in North Carolina one night, the Charlotte Walk in 2006, and I was out with Barbara Jo and Dr. Bob. They invited me to dinner, and I met another team member, a woman named Judy Sherry. Judy started the national team, the Solo Strutters. Judy guilted me by going, come on and do Boston for me. You did Chicago for Sandy Jordan, come do Boston. I'm in Boston, Mike Bass was there, rest his soul, and I met Michelle Gosnell, standing outside a porta potty. And she had done the walk by herself, which I said, no, there are 3,000 other people here. And she walked with the Solo Strutters, and we walked in. These are some of the people that you meet. In the years I've been doing this walk, I've met 5 male survivors. I've met many survivors of different ages. The youngest one I met was 22. The oldest one was probably about 70. In my last couple minutes here, I just want to basically thank all the people that have gotten involved over the years. And I ask you, get involved. It's not so much about giving money. Part of it is giving money. Part of it's doing this event here, online tonight. Go out and teach somebody to read. Go to an animal shelter and give. Give of your mind, give of your back, give of your hands, but also give money. Go to the website, help the foundation, help the Live Strong Foundation. It's amazing what you can do. And in the last minute or so, I believe I have, I started this with every 3 minutes. In the past 15 minutes, 5 people were told, you have breast cancer. Just think about that. Please go out and get involved. Thank you again, Christian. Thank you, Michelle, the Avon Foundation, the Live Strong Foundation, my wife, Catherine, my mom, and the biggest one is my sister, Julie. I end every walk with telling people, thank you for getting me involved. Again, Christian and everybody, thank you again. Please go out and get involved. Do something to get involved in the community. And don't forget to catch Michelle. She'll be out online tomorrow at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, I can't say enough, do something, but please go out and get involved. Bring your friends with you. Just do it. The feeling as you can see in my voice or hear my voice, is amazing of the people that you meet and you see and you get with. Kristen, have a great event. I'll be watching it online. And again, thank you all. Have a great evening. We got some great stuff coming up. Please get involved. Go to the website. Let's end cancers. Let's end all these bad diseases. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.